Hello and welcome to TGNgames. This is Fuzz doing his third episode in the new and old reviews series. So how are you guys doing? This is as I said, the third episode, and I am now reviewing Assassin's Creed. This is the first one, and it is made by Ubisoft or Ubisoft Montreal, Bank Video, Havoc, and yeah, it's an amazing game. It was developed and published, as I said, by Ubisoft Montreal, and it's an effort mature game. It's mainly, well, you're an assassin, as you see. This is the introductory trailer, and I find this is one of the coolest parts of the whole entire video. The whole entire game is just watching this over and over again. Now, the campaign, which is just the main storyline, which is all the game is, really, is amazing. It's fairly fast-paced, but it also is a bit slow in the fact that you have to constantly find your targets. It's more of a realistic assassin work compared to the other games. Now, that's what I kind of like about it, is that it is more realistic because it shows you the hardships and everything. I find it's really cool. Now, this is not for the person who's extremely wanting action, but wanting just storyline, you're fine. But it doesn't have too much cinematic stuff to it. But it's quite good. Now, the playability slash replayability is fairly high. I mean, you want to figure out what happens in the end. You want to see if Altair, the main guy, which I forgot to say earlier, gets all his power back that he had, see if he gets strong again, like high up in the Assassin's Brotherhood, and yeah. So Altair is pretty much your, like, the ultimate assassin, but the thing was that he's egotistical and he thought mainly of himself, and he kind of got lowered down to, like, level 0, where people that he towered over before now tower over him. So it's quite an interesting storyline. Now, there is no multiplayer, so I can't exactly review that, but there is multiplayer in Brotherhood, so whenever that comes, I'll be reviewing it a little bit. Not really big fan of the multiplayer. Now, one of the quick ways to have fun is to find buildings and climb. I love climbing in this game because it's kind of more realistic than the other ones. But you know, it maybe not your thing, but yeah, it's quite fun to climb around and just goof off everywhere. Um, Another quick way is just to get into big battles like this. It's so much fun because you have to time it perfectly. Now, timing it perfectly is not that hard at all because it just takes a little bit of practice, and it really does make sense. And it's one of the games where I have to say it's extremely good. I mean, it's one of their first few games, and well, it's the first Assassin's Creed, and they did a wonderful job with it. I mean, truly splendid, amazing job with this game, and I have to congratulate Ubisoft for this one. Now, Assassin's Creed 2 is, I have to say, it's a bit better than this one, but Altair in this he's like the best assassin, and there's no one better than him. He was the guy that created like all of this, and it's pretty awesome. Now, my rating for this would have to be a 7 out of 10, just because there's a lot of monotonous work in this one. So yeah, hope you guys like this new and old reviews, and I'll see you guys next week.